about the Junk Expo getting thrown by Sonoma Strong, Matt and JoJo Vic. It's going down October 24th and 25th. We got 12 of the top gurus in junk removal all coming together. It's going to be a weekend of fun. Make sure to get in touch with Matt and JoJo. Buy your tickets over there. And we just added some more fun things to this, guys. So things got a little spicy with me and my man Aaron from Shamrock Holland. You know, Aaron went out and he put an arm challenge out to the industry. I seen that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna jump on that. You guys know my background as an arm wrestler. I was like, yeah, bro, what's up? What challenge we talking about? He's like, you named the challenge, baby boy. And I was like, oh, let's have an arm wrestling match at the Expo, man. Best of 5 right hand match. So, you know, he told me he was going to go get me sized up for some Pampers and all that. And, you know, we got this match locked in. So, guys, October 24th at the Junk Expo. It's official. It's going down. 5-hand round super match. Me versus Aaron. It's going to be a good one, guys. So, we're just bringing some more hype and energy to this. So, we're going to have a little arm wrestling fun. And then there's one more challenge I want to put out there. So, you know, I was in the Facebook groups and everything, and you know, it's a little wild in these groups, man. But, you know, I was posting the video about using a hot tub sled, you know, and I was just showing some of the benefits at some of the jobs that I had that were like really heavy things. And I was demonstrating using this sled. Well, this guy, I call him Lonnie Big Time Walsh. You know, he's Mr. Big Time over there. You know, he took offense to it or something, and he starts like, yo, I don't believe in a sled or whatever. And I'm like, brother, I'm not selling it. I'm not promoting it. Like, I bought this from Amazon. I'm just a junk removal guy that found something that I got a good experience with, and I wanted to help out my fellow junk removal companies and just give them the heads up. Like, I'm not selling anything, no codes, no nothing, bro. Bought mine full price from Amazon. Well, this dude was just like going at me, like, just like, you know, he started trying to big time me, and he's like, you're cute with your little sled, and then he puts his big equipment, like he had some power equipment, and, you know, kind of just like, okay, son, get out of here with your little sled and all. So, you know, I went back and forth with him a little, and, you know, might have talked a little shit to him. So I challenged him to a left hand. I know I'm locked up with my right, but yo, Lonnie Big Time Walsh, man, I'm one of those guys, bro. Like, if you're gonna troll me or whatever, you better back those words up, my man, because I'll come and get you right now. So you want to come and challenge me? Let's go do it at the Expo. You said you're not going to the Expo? My man, put up $1,000. I'll travel to you. I'll have a table delivered to your front lawn. We'll put the camera up. We'll set it all up. Yo, let's handle this like men, bro. Get on with me. Back those words up, big guy. Lonnie Big Time. Show me you got some real gahunas, man, because I'll come right to you. You give me the address and you say you'll put up $1,000. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll jump on a flight wherever I gotta go in this country, my man. That's how I do. So yo, you trolls, you're all on notice, man. You go and talk shit to me, bro. I'm coming for you, man. I ain't like everybody else in this. So I just wanted to throw that out there, man. It's gonna get spicy at the Expo. You guys should come through October 24th, 25th. My man, Mr. Yee is holding a lot of money. What is going on over there, bro? What are you doing over there? Strip club? What's going on?
So basically, you know what I mean? We see this is chump change in the pocket. You know what I'm talking about? Even when I go fishing. But what I'm saying is, anybody, I got $500 for both arms on anybody who wants to challenge Paul. You know what I'm talking about? The right arm, the left arm, even his. Whatever you want to do. 500. You see that? Another 500. You see that? So Strong Son's got another 500 on Paul Italia. So anybody who wants to challenge my guy Paul, come out to Sonoma Strong. Come out to Sonoma. We got crispy blue strip $100 bills, 500 an arm. Come on, come get this money.
Things are getting real. The Expo is heating up, baby. And yo, Kevin Hess has just thrown it out. Yo, I'll pay for Lonnie's ticket for the Expo. No excuses, Lonnie Big Time. You just got a paid trip to come visit Italia. Meet me in person. Put that elbow down. Yo, come on, man. No more with the little spirit fingers behind the keyboard. I'm calling you out right now, Lonnie. Come show up big time. I want that smoke, baby.
Anybody who wants this cash, come get it. You know what I mean?
Side bet.
500 each arm. If you want to do 1,000 an arm, let's do 1,000 an arm. Let's go. I back my guy up. I back my guy. I believe in my guy. Hello.
So guys, get over to Matt and JoJo Vic. buy your tickets. This is gonna sell out. I had like 4 or 5 of my boys that just go to the gym in my area. They're not in junk removal at all. They seen that I was challenging somebody. They're like, yo, get me 5 tickets. And I'm like, bro, this is for junk removal. They're like, bro, we're just gonna come and see your match and then we're out of there. So, this is gonna sell out real quick, man. A lot of people want to come through and everything. So it's just another thing to add to an awesome weekend, guys. So I hope everybody comes through for the Junk Expo. But before we call it a night, man, I just got to ask you this one last question, man. I've been, dying to ask this. What is a good budget to start off with for Facebook ads? Like I came to you today. What would you tell me is the right way to start?
Yeah, and that's one of the best leverages of Facebook is that you can run it a lot cheaper because, with Google, I would say 3 times what I would give on a Facebook ad budget because you have to pay more per call than you have to pay per message with Facebook. So roughly what I look to do with my stuff, I want to be at a minimum of $20 a day. And each campaign, I want to be at least $10 a day. All right. So I like to aim between 20 and 40, depending on what your budget is. And then from there, we can scale, or we can stick with that if you have other marketing platforms. And that's pretty reasonable for most people because think about it, in comparison to Google, man, you're probably going to be at like 60, 70, 80, $100 a day. And the reason that you can do that is because your costs are a lot lower. So that's the leverage on Facebook is lower costs. Now, you could say, man, I'm probably going to close a higher rate on Google, and that's usually true, right? If you're closing 50, 60% on Google, you might only close 30%, 25% on Facebook. But its leverage is you're also going to get maybe 8 times the amount of leads, 10 times the amount of leads, 7 times, 6 times the amount of leads. So you're leveraging that cost. So that's why I like Facebook as an early platform for some people, because they might not have Google ads money, but they can come up with Facebook ads money for the most part.
Now, let me ask you, with the Facebook ads, what should the ultimate goal be? Are you more trying to get in front of people's face so like when they do eventually get around to junk removal, they're thinking you first? Or am I looking for like right away somebody that's looking to clean out the garage today and I just got to get in front of them?
You're doing both. So you have a short-term and a long-term plan, right? So number one is with the long-term is exactly what you mentioned, right? You're having people who aren't going to act right now, but they're going to be seeing you enough to where when they need junk removed, you're going to be the go-to guy. So that's kind of the long-term, right? And that's where the branding comes into play. That's another thing too. You're going to have some things come from Facebook that you just can't track, right? Maybe they saw your ad 5 different times. They needed somebody for junk. They went to Google. They saw your name. They said, man, I've been seeing their Facebook ad. Let me call them. That's a metric you just can't track, right? That's branding. But that's sort of the long term. The short term is Facebook as an algorithm knows people who are recently searching for this stuff. They know how to target people. They're smart. So you will get people who have a need now. And that's where the qualification process comes in. You want to make sure that you're asking those kind of questions when you're going through that process. Hey, when are you looking to have this done? That's going to tell you a lot of information. And somebody's like today or tomorrow, that's pretty much the same specter of a Google customer, right? With calling, the intent is right there. They need it done. If they're like, I'm just trying to get some quotes, or maybe this summer, then you know they're a shopper and you're going to handle that accordingly. So that's a really important question as well on Facebook, but it's going to be short-term and long-term.
And Russ says, Bing is 1/10 the cost of Google ads, uses the same ad platform since they lease it from Google, and second largest search engine. So it almost sounds like, we should be trying these Bing ads, man. Does anybody have experience? Have you tried Bing at all, or did any Bing ads?
Yeah, it's been hit or miss for us. We've seen some success. We've seen some non-success. That's going to come into, I think for most, it's going to be worth a test. Some people aren't going to see what they want to see. Some people are going to. It goes into market, a lot of different things. So I always say this about just about anything, guys. When it comes to marketing, test. Be willing to test, as long as you have the capability to do so, because testing is going to give you the information that you need. All right. So it doesn't go, I heard this from somebody or heard this or that. Test and get information based on what you're seeing locally as well, right? If you're seeing guys run Bing ads and they seem to be a successful company, that might be a hint that Bing ads are potentially working in your area, right? If you see someone who's local and they've been running a Facebook ad, which by the way, you can look at this, you can see somebody's been running an ad for a year or 2 years or 6 months. If they've been running an ad, a local company, for the last 8 months, there's a good chance those Facebook ads are probably doing something for them, unless they're just not tracking their return, right? So there are things that you can grasp and grab from just doing your research and testing.
Do you adjust the Facebook ad strategy like by season?
Yes, because of campaign types. So you have some campaigns that, and this is really important to understand, you have some campaigns you want to let run, all right? Because they might have a ton of engagement and they might be doing a ton for you. So we have some ad campaigns that have been running by themselves for a year or two because they have 100, 200, 300 comments, and those comments are huge. It's just talking about how, man, I'm so happy, this person was great. And you start to get jobs from the comments as well. Somebody will go in the comments and be like, do you do hot tubs? Do you do this or whatever? So those kind of campaigns, if they're working, you don't want to touch. But you do want to have some campaigns you shift that are time sensitive. So for instance, if it's early spring, you might want to hit on clean outs and spring clean outs and garage clean outs, right? If it's winter, you know what I mean? You know things might be slower. So maybe you want to have a different offer in place that's more competitive if you're slower, if you are. All right, so they do take place and they play a part in how you're doing your campaigns, how you're structuring your offers, and what ads you're running.
What about like holidays? How do you use that to your benefit?
Yeah, I mean, holiday specials, have it in your CTA. You can use that with urgency with the holiday. You can say, the next amount of people, we're only doing this until the end of this holiday. Adding urgency is another tactic that you can use. Just make sure that ad's not a long-term ad, because you don't want to have that urgency and then turn around and sell that ad running either after the holiday or having the same offer, because somebody might see it again and be like, why, you said this, but really you're doing this. That's mistrust.